my name is Michelle Donahue, and I'm a group fitness instructor. Today we're here for chair yoga. So happy you made it to join me today. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Again, in through the nose and out through the nose, warming and filtering the air. And then just relax the hands in our laps. Release the spine downward and let the head fall heavy and the shoulders relax away from the ears. Roll the head from shoulder to shoulder. Setting our intentions for today of relaxation and de-stressing from the busy season of the holidays. Coming back to center, inhale up to a nice long spine and bring the arms out to the side. Reach way back, inhale, expanding breath. Exhale, sinking breath. Inhale back, exhale forward. Now straighten the spine, nice and long, and just reach into gentle rotation of the spine, moving through the shoulders, and enjoying the movement. Take it to the corners now with a little gentle rotation of the spine, working through the side abdominal muscles. And then reach a little bit farther across the body if that's available in your practice today. In a deeper rotation, a little bit slower movement. One more time, and then take one more breath in. Continue that breath, and we're gonna go into some poses now. The first pose will be the strongest of the Warrior series, Warrior 1. Please scoot down to the front of your chair. We're gonna take the right leg off to the side of the chair, and the left leg in front. Take a deep breath in, and the arms come up over the head. We're strong and powerful, getting ready for the day's battles. Warrior 1. The hips are square side by side. The shoulders are relaxed. The arms are full of energy. The chest is open. Take a deep breath in and bring it back down. Come back to center. And before we go to the other side, we're going to a nice little vinyasa, which simply means flow, of cat and cow, warming up the back. Take a deep breath in, shoulders back and down in neutral spine, and exhale, tuck the chin and the tailbone forward, rounding through the spine as much as possible without elevating the shoulders. Inhale, long spine and neutral. Exhale, round spine. Articulated spine. Inhale up, cow, exhale down, cat. So the spine looks like the back of a cat. Come back to neutral spine and take the other leg off the side of the chair, scooting a little bit forward. You can extend it as far back as you want, depending on your flexibility, or you can stay more centered in the chair with a shorter lever. Take a deep breath in and come into the warrior pose. Again, pull the shoulders away from the ears, bend the elbows as much as you need to if the shoulders are tight. In fact, if you'd like, you can bring them out to cactus arms. From here, take a deep breath. Exhale as we pull the elbows towards center. Inhale as we go back. Moving in a modified Warrior 1. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to center. Lift the balls of the heels of the feet, so we're on the balls of the feet, and we're going to walk them out, and then we're going to roll one heel down and lift one toe while the other heel's lifted, and then we're going to switch and switch, moving through our articulation of the ankle. One more time, each side, and then lift both heels high and relax back into the toes. Take a deep breath in and bring the arms forward at a 45-degree angle, and we're in a seated chair pose. Relax the feet down and elevate the heels. We're in elevated seated chair pose. Take the arms down and up and come to heart center. Now push up like a volcano, getting the heart rate up a little bit. One more time. And we're going into Warrior 2. The arms are out to the side, and we're going to turn the right knee out, and the left leg is going to come along the front of the chair. We're rotating the shoulders in direction with the hips. So they're both open now. We're gazing over the right shoulder with the shoulders back and down. Warrior two. It's a brazen pose, preparing and contemplating the day's activities or battles. Breathe in deeply and relax. Take the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers in between the chair and the spine, and then pull down towards the base of the chair to expand the chest. Take another breath in and walk it back to center. Hinge forward into a fold, a short lever fold with chest expansion. Bring the arms out to the side and come back up to neutral spine. Take a breath up, hands to heart center, push up like a volcano. Using the breath, getting the heart rate up, and then bringing the arms out to the side. The other leg is going to turn out, and then the back leg will go back in front of the chair, bent as much as you want it to be. Try to level the arms with the shoulders and then gaze over the left shoulder in the distance while the shoulders are trying to line up with the hips. Warrior two, shoulders are rounded and relaxed, away from the ears, back and down. Bring the hands behind the back again. Pull down into chest expansion. Walk the feet back to center and slide the feet about a little wider than hip width apart. The chest is expanded and lifted. We're going to release to neutral spine. Take another breath and reach between the legs in a yoga squat, seated, and take it back up. Let's go to heart center this time. Find that dynamic tension between the hands that helps us activate a lot of muscles. And we're going to take it down again, bringing the elbows towards the thighs. So the back is flat and long now. From this position, turn the head one direction, looking over the shoulder, actively stretching the neck. Come back to center and turn it the other direction. And come back to center and slowly bring it back to a seated neutral spine. Extend the right leg and scoot back into the chair. Bring the left leg up to the shin with the knee turned out. Take a deep breath in and reach forward. So this is a head to knee pose. We're trying to get some mobility in our spine and length in our hamstrings and back as well. Inhale up, bring the arms down, and we're going to try to cross that leg over a little more. It may be below the knee, it may be above the knee. You may even be able to slide the foot in. And we're now in a seated figure four, so we can go into a stretch here that is very nice for most people. It's the gluteals, the hip. Take a breath, and if you don't feel the stretch already, wherever the leg is, it can be down here. We're going to hinge forward just a little bit with the shoulders rolled back and down. You'll feel the low back and the hip. Now take the hands to the bottom leg and then rotate and lengthen. And we're in a seated twist. Come back to center. Extend the top leg out and turn the other leg to the side. Take a deep breath in and reach forward. And we're bringing the hands down to the thigh, but we're not putting our weight into it. We're just resting the hands there and trying to find that stretch in this head to knee pose. Let gravity do the work, pulling us down towards that leg, stretching through the hamstrings and low back. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Come back to a seated position and try to cross the legs a little or a lot, whatever is available to you today. Listen to your bodies. Take a breath and then hinge forward to your point of comfort or discomfort, depending on how you look at it. I like to look at the glass half full. So take another breath and then bring the hands to the bottom leg and rotate the spine in a deep seated spinal twist, gazing over the shoulder in the distance. Come back to center and bring both feet side by side. You could keep the knees bent if you want, or you could try to extend the legs out depending on how these muscles in the back body feel. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Sit up straight, and we're going into a seated fold. So we're going to just roll with it a few times to get the blood moving, the muscles warmed up. And then bring the hands to where they naturally fall. They may fall on the thighs, the knees, the shins. Maybe some of you can even touch the floor. So we're trying to straighten the legs if possible, but not forcing it. The neck is long, the shoulders relaxed. We're taking a deep breath in, and we're sliding back up and bringing the feet back in. Bring both knees to one corner, and then place the hand on that opposite corner of the chair and the outside of the hip. And again, twisting deeply, a little bit deeper in the last twist, and gazing in that direction. Come back to center and over to the other side, reaching over with the opposite arm to the base of the chair and the thigh, and turning and looking in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, take a deep breath in, hands behind the head with the fingertips barely touching and wide apart. The elbows are pressing towards the back wall and the spine is long. Take another breath, and we're going into lateral flexion of the spine as we lean like a side bend. Come back up, inhale, and go the other direction. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale to bend. Inhale to center. And this is also the obliques, those muscles I talked about earlier that are kind of on each side of the spine. They look like the letter X, they cross over each other. Take another breath in, and let's twist again and come to heart center. Inhale up and twist the opposite direction. And then come back to center. Place the hands on the thighs, going into another cat-cow series. So take a breath, and we're in neutral spine, lengthening the spine. Exhale, tuck the chin and tailbone and round down, pushing the back to the back of the chair behind us. And then inhale up, fill up the lungs. As we exhale, try to exhaust the breath. So we've done a lot of twisting today. Inhale up. Twisting is very useful because it brings more oxygen to a lot of organs that don't get much oxygen. Inhale up. Exhale, this is the last time. And we're gonna hold it here and then just relax into our lap. We're rolling the head from shoulder to shoulder again. A little inversion, if that causes dizziness or if you have vertigo, you probably want to keep the head up a little higher. If it feels good, take it a little lower if your flexibility allows. So oxygen to the organs enhances all those systems in the body, like digestion. That's the value of twisting. Come back to center, inhale, and lengthen. Take a breath. We're going through our warrior series. One leg goes back, one leg goes forward. The arms come up over, the shoulders are lined up over the hips. Take a deep breath, and then turn that front knee out, or the back knee out, and the front knee back. And we're gonna reach out from the shoulders and turn the palms down. And we're gazing over the fingertips in the distance with the shoulders relaxed in warrior two. Bring it back to center, and then walk the feet back in and place the hands on the thighs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round to cat. And we're going to the other side as we lengthen the spine, turning one leg out and the other leg back. And we're going to start with warrior two this time, gazing over the shoulder in the distance. The arms straight out from the shoulders, and the shoulders relax back and down. Take a breath, and then bring the arms up over the head, moving that leg in and the other leg back as we square the hips, seated towards the front of our chair, facing the direction our chair is facing. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back down by the side. Bring the legs back to center. We're going to work on the shoulders a little bit now. So we have a pose called cow face. Bring the right hand behind the shoulder or to wherever you can near the shoulder, and the left hand is going to come behind the back. So we're trying to walk the hands towards each other, until they can connect, which is very, very challenging. Sometimes we use a yoga strap to help us with that, or we just hold the pose and stretch through the shoulders. Cow face. Take a deep breath in, extend the arms to a diagonal, change that diagonal, bring one hand over the shoulder, one hand behind the low back. Notice how your non-dominant side is a little tighter. That's pretty common, and we can work on that. Take a deep breath in, back to a diagonal, and then arms out to the side. We're going into airplane, hinge forward with a flat back. Now we're going to tip that plane, flying side to side, feeling good, cruising through the clouds. One more time, come back to center, inhale up, and exhale down, resting the hands in our lap. Make a fist and squeeze the shoulders up and squeeze the arms into the body, still breathing. Bring the legs together and squeeze the legs together. Squint the eyes, take a deep breath in, and let it all go. Letting our body completely relax, rolling the head again, just like we did at the beginning, feeling so much lighter than it did when we first sat down together. Our spine is rounded now. Our head is released. One more time, come back to center. Take a deep breath in, hands to heart center. Namaste. May the light in you shine. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the class.